The Complete History of Christianity, Part 4. The Protestant Reformation and Christianity in the Modern World. By the beginning of the 16th century, Christianity had dominated Europe for more than 1,000 years. The Roman Catholic Church was one of the most powerful institutions in the world, influencing kings, governments, education, and everyday life. Yet many Christians believed serious reforms were needed. Concerns had been growing for centuries. Some church leaders were accused of corruption, political favoritism, and placing too much emphasis on wealth and power. Among the most controversial practices was the sale of indulgences, certificates that were said to reduce punishment for sins. Critics argued that salvation could not be bought and that the church had strayed from biblical teachings. In 1517, a German monk and theology professor named Martin Luther challenged these practices. He famously published his 95 Theses, a list of arguments questioning the sale of indulgences and calling for reform within the church. What began as a theological debate quickly became a movement that transformed Christianity forever. Thanks to the recently invented printing press, Luther's ideas spread rapidly across Europe. His writings were translated into local languages, allowing ordinary people to read and discuss them. Luther emphasized that salvation comes through faith in Jesus Christ, rather than through human works or religious rituals alone. He also taught that the Bible should be the highest authority for Christian belief and practice. The Catholic Church rejected Luther's teachings and eventually excommunicated him. Instead of ending the movement, this action encouraged further division. New Christian groups emerged throughout Europe, forming what became known as Protestantism. Other reformers soon followed. John Calvin in Switzerland developed influential teachings that shaped Reformed Christianity. In England, political and religious disputes led to the formation of the Church of England. Across Europe, numerous Protestant denominations began to appear. The Reformation changed the religious landscape of the Western world. While many remained loyal to the Catholic Church, millions joined Protestant churches. Christianity was now divided into multiple branches, each with its own traditions and interpretations. The Catholic Church responded with its own reform efforts during a period known as the Counter-Reformation. Church leaders addressed abuses, strengthened education for clergy, and reaffirmed key Catholic doctrines. New religious orders, such as the Jesuits, played major roles in spreading Christianity and promoting education worldwide. As European nations explored and colonized new lands, Christianity spread across the globe. Missionaries traveled to Africa, Asia, North and South America, and the Pacific Islands. Churches, schools, hospitals, and mission centers were established in many regions. By the 19th century, Christianity had become a truly global faith. Mission movements accelerated, Bible translation projects expanded, and Christian organizations worked to establish educational and humanitarian institutions around the world. The 20th century brought both challenges and opportunities. 2 world wars devastated entire nations, raising difficult questions about human suffering, morality, and faith. At the same time, Christianity continued growing rapidly in many parts of Africa, Asia, and Latin America. New forms of worship emerged, including Pentecostal and charismatic movements that emphasized spiritual gifts, prayer, and revival. Technological advances also transformed how Christianity was shared. Radio broadcasts, television programs, websites, mobile apps, and social media enabled Christian teachings to reach audiences across continents within seconds. Today, Christianity is the world's largest religion, with billions of followers spread across nearly every country on Earth. The faith exists in many expressions, including Roman Catholic, Eastern Orthodox, Protestant, Pentecostal, Anglican, Baptist, Methodist, and numerous other traditions. Despite differences in worship styles and church structures, most Christians share central beliefs in Jesus Christ, his death and resurrection, and the message of salvation through faith. The story of Christianity continues to unfold. From a humble birth in Bethlehem to a global faith followed by billions, Christianity has shaped civilizations, inspired countless lives, influenced culture and history, and remained one of the most significant forces in human history. Its journey has included persecution and triumph, unity and division, reform and revival. Yet through every century, the message that began with Jesus of Nazareth has continued to cross borders, languages, and generations. And that is the remarkable story of the complete history of Christianity.